Communist China is on a PR rehabilitation, rehab their image campaign because they want to disassociate themselves from the virus, and they also want to make themselves look stronger and somehow more popular than Western nations. So the article says, much has changed since 1921, but the Chinese Communist Party, which today boasts more than 95 million members, equivalent to almost 7% of China's entire population, has remained an ever-present fixture, even as communist parties elsewhere collapse or fade from view. But while the party has proven itself adapt and willing to adapt and change at crucial moments to ensure its survival, it remains keenly aware of the risks it faces. An increasingly united West, determined to counter its rise. Oh my gosh. And they quote some dude, Graham Smith at the Australian National University. They really had to look for somebody to give them this type of quote. How do you prove, quote, how do you prove that you are the legitimate government of China? You do so by putting on an enormous show to remind people of what you've given them. You've lifted them out of poverty. You've given them economic growth. You've restored China to a central place in the world. This is all like the fantasy BS. You've forced them to abort their children if they had more than one. And you imprisoned millions. I mean, good heavens, how far you want to go? Not a single bit in here of anything about the virus, anything about the Uyghurs, nothing. This is what CNN tweeted. Then you have ABC. Quote, party time. China staged a night of political theater with a mass performance to sing the praises of the ruling Communist Party. And the article was like, just lavished them with praise. Did Xi Jinping write for these agencies? Did Xi Jinping write for? I mean, seriously, that's the only way that this makes sense. CNN deserves the ratio that they deserve the ratio for this. I mean, and they call him in the tweet, CNN, oh, Xi's the real star. Holy wow. I mean, retail organ harvesting, forced labor, good heavens. I mean, this is what we have to deal with media. It's just unbelievable to see this. And this is the media they're so eager to celebrate or push anything with Xi Jinping. Someone said, this is GNN instead of CNN. It's true, though. Do the communists have something on CNN? I'm curious. I
mean, I think you may have read this part, but of course, it's far from certain the Communist Party will continue its upward trajectory. But for better or worse, whatever the party does and however long it lasts, its impact is likely to be felt across the world. What kind of write-up is this?
Do they still have parades in Tiananmen Square? Curious.
Oh, oof.
Good grief. Yeah, the way that they. I mean, it is amazing. The way that they fawn over it. Like, can you believe so many people are communists here in China? It's 7% of their population. Wow, you mean communism is popular in a country where the government's communist and they murder people and jail them and quote unquote disappear them for dissenting with the Communist Party? Wow. Crazy. I heard
CNN and Xi Jinping made a deal to overturn his rape conviction, so he's getting released from prison today.
Oh, boy.
Is that too soon?
Too soon. No, it's not. Nothing is ever too soon. Nothing is ever too soon. Oh, my gosh. I mean, and I love how CNN, Tom Elliott, who handles Real Clear Politics, he noted, CNN capitalizes the word black to signal how virtuous it is with race issues while simultaneously lionizing the guy running the largest slavery operation in the world, which is true. I mean, it absolutely is true. But that's our media. And that's how far in. I mean, think about this too. I mean, China wasn't always a Marxist country. They weren't always communists. That was imported. Communism spreads like a virus. Before you had the Wuhan virus, you had communism. You had Marxism. And they're trying to do everything that they can because they're making moves. They've been building, they want to become the superpower. They want to be the superpower. And it's, for whatever reason, the administration that we have in office seems like hell-bent on assisting them with that.